Here goes Lindy to take the mooring lines off.
After cruising from Grenada to Guadeloupe and back to Grenada the previous season, our goal this year had been for a more relaxed season, cruising just the Grenadines and spending more time in Grenada. And after a few months in the Grenadines, we had done just that.
Okay, we're just out of the harbor. Got the head sail up. We're just going to jib sail across, because we've got a good wind angle for that. Yeah, looks like it'll be a nice little passage. It's only going to take us an hour or so to get across the gap, and then a little bit more time to around to Tyrrell Bay. There we go. Very nice. See you later, Union Island. Been fun. See you later, SVG.
With some months still left in the season, we were excited to explore more of Grenada and its outer islands. We're on our way to Carriacou, which is one of our favorite places. And we're also planning to go to the smallest island of Grenada, Petite Martinique, which we'd never been to before. Even though it's two different countries, it's just a short sail from Union Island over to Carriacou, and the conditions today were beautiful.
All right, we're back in behind Carriacou now. Didn't take very long at all, and the seas have calmed down a little bit, but the wind's still good enough for sailing. So yeah, there it is. There's Lindy. Woo! Carriacou, we're just going to go right by Sandy Island, and then we'll hang a left and go on to the south end of Carriacou to Tyrrell Bay. Down at the southwest end of the island. We're going right in between Mabuya, little deserted island here, and Sandy Island, tiny little strip of sand there that we love to go to. And this is Jack Iron Point here, southwest side of Carriacou. We go around it, and then Tyrrell Bay is over here, just on the other side of that hill, really. We've been out about, I don't know, a little over an hour or something. Got about another 45 minutes. We'll be anchoring in Tyrrell. Still see Union down back there. Nice. can actually see Grenada in the distance there. Diamond, Ron, very cool. We were noticing how green Carriacou is. They've had a lot of good rainfall here recently. We're just coming out of the dry season when everything kind of gets, you know, gray looking for a little while.
We finished the passage around the southwestern side of Carriacou and soon saw the large anchorage of Tyrrell Bay open in front of us.
All right, anchor's down. We're getting the boat set up for living instead of sailing. Got our shades up. Nice. Good old Tyrrell Bay Carriacou. Looking good. Smelling good. What do we got going?
We're gonna have a white bean sun-dried tomato pasta.
Ooh,
A recipe courtesy of Karen on Soulshine.
nice. I can get behind this dish. That sounds great. Okay. All right. Yeah, keep on working on getting the boat ready and then we'll eat. Oh man, I was so hungry I forgot to take video of the food coming out. Well, as you can tell, it was yummy. Lindy's lounging. Here's what the final product did look like though. Sun-dried tomatoes, beans with pasta is surprisingly amazing. I'm thinking I may have seconds. We've been back here in Carriacou for a bit now, just hanging out and relaxing, enjoying being back in the country of Grenada. Not too much been going on. Kind of like last season, one of the first things of note is we've got our first tropical storm of the year headed in this direction, Bret. So yeah, Bret should arrive into the Eastern Caribbean this evening. It's a bit north of here, so we shouldn't have any, you know, real strong wind or waves here in Carriacou, but we may have a switch of the winds to the south, which is that direction, kind of on that side of where the bay opens up, so we could get some, you know, stronger wind and some fetch coming in from the open sea there. We've let out a little bit of extra scope on our anchor rode just in case, but haven't really felt like we needed to do too much other prep. Some of these boats here in front of us are on mooring balls, so when we switch around we're going to really have to watch that just to make sure we don't get too close to them because they have less scope being on mooring balls. Unfortunately, it might happen at night or very early tomorrow morning, so we'll see. But yeah, so we're just hanging out on the boat today. Like I'd said before, it's very, very hot this time of year, so we spend a lot of time during the middle of the day like this just in front of our fans and trying to not sweat. Hopefully we don't get any bad winds or any real bad weather, but yeah, we'll see. You can watch along with us. A little later in the day, the tropical storm Bret's over Barbados right now, kind of seeing what things are going to end up looking like. Wind's normally coming from way over here. Now we're getting it from this direction. But everything looks good. I mean, it's been kind of a pretty day so far, so I'm sure that the weather will deteriorate before too long and we'll get some more rain and everything. It's been dry. I see the boats behind us really starting to roll, so probably coming for our area too. Might not be a great night of sleep. How's it going, Lindy?
Good.
You been messing around with some stuff in the kitchen? What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be stuck on the boat all day, might as well be productive. So I've got some bread rising.
Nice.
That's gonna go in the oven. The oven's preheating, and I've got some beans soaking. They won't get cooked until tomorrow, which will also kind of be crappy weather, but that's what we're working on. Oh, that sun is bright.
The waiting and relaxing continues. We're nearing sunset. It's still been a clear day, not any moisture or any rain all day long, so that's been nice. We're still pointing to the north, So the storm is moving past Barbados on its way to St. Lucia, and as it goes by, from pointing to the north here to pointing to the west and then to the south. So overnight, yeah, when it's coming from that way, we're gonna probably get a little bouncy in here, and then finally in the morning it'll come from that way. Then we'll have some protection again. So yeah, I don't know. It hasn't been bad so far. I'm not foreseeing anything bad. Oh yeah, Lindy has finished her bread baking. Looks pretty good. What do you think about it?
It did pretty good.
Awesome. Very cool. What are we having for dinner?
That is a great question. All I've done is defrost some chicken thighs, and that's as far as I've gotten my plan.
Okay, well, chicken thighs are yummy, so I'm down with that plan as well. All right.
We had expected bad weather to have already started by now, but with these tropical systems, you just never can tell. So we just watched the sunset and hoped for an uneventful, restful night.
Oh, see some callaloo out here?
Yeah, and mushrooms. I haven't cut that over. Mushrooms and pepper and onion. And I'm gonna put some orzo. It's gonna be like a creamy chicken and veggie and orzo, I don't know, bake or saute or something.
Awesome. Callaloo is like a giant elephant ear type leaf that they eat down here. Pretty cool, huh? Oh yeah. This turned out really good looking. Chicken thighs. Wow. Bread. How's it look?
Looks yummy.
Awesome. She's already getting her plate ready. I'll watch some TV. Yeah. Nighttime now. The wind's light, coming from that strange kind of north direction. It's starting to look cloudy. Probably be some rain before too long. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Hopefully it's a uneventful night. It's between 11 and midnight now. We've just been hanging out, ate our great meal, and watching some TV. Had a little bit of rain. The wind has completely died, and the boat's rolling all around. All the boats are rolling. It's not too comfortable in the anchorage right now, but yeah, it's just how it goes. The storms actually made it across St. Vincent now, and it's into the Caribbean. So we're on the back side of it. Let's see if we can see any of these anchor lights rolling all around over the place. I don't know if you can tell, but they're all rocking back and forth. And we're definitely bouncing up and down. Yeah. We've had a few things fall off the shelves and make messes, but not too bad. Yeah. I might try to get some sleep, I guess. I don't know. I was kind of wanting to see what happens, but you know, sleep for a while, and if the winds pick up from a weird direction, I'll get back up and check on things and make sure everything's all right. So, yep, that's it. All right, well, it's the morning now. Everything went good through the night, but man, it's coming down now. Wind's blowing, but we're holding steady. That dry weather we had yesterday is kind of turned into tropical storm type weather, even though Bret is past and over kind of in the middle of the Caribbean now, but these are the remnants of the trailing edge. kind of nasty out. Kicked up even more. I put on my swimsuit in case I need to spring into action. Coming down in sheets. Really gusty. I wish our wind indicator worked so I could figure out just how gusty. This keeps coming off. I'll re-zip that in a second. I've seen one boat dragging out there, but I saw people on it, so I guess they're sorting it out. Another friend of ours over here, I just saw him re-anchor, which is crazy, but I guess he was dragging or something. I'll definitely need to pump the porta-boat out when it stops raining, or before it stops raining, depending. Yeah. We looked at the radar, there's like a cluster of clouds coming across. We should have a little break behind it, we'll see. Let's go check on the anchor chain.
The dark rope you see is called a snubber, and it is used every time we anchor. It's tied with a knot to the anchor chain about 10 feet further under the water than what you can see, and then is attached to the boat at one of these strong bow cleats. This protects the anchor windlass in the boat from any heavy or shock loads. The rope also has stretch to help with any heavy loads, whereas the chain is rigid. Our anchor chain, and snubber all seem to be doing fine in these winds that were honestly higher than I expected.
Wow. It's nasty out. Everything looks good up here though.
Dinghy pump out number 1. It's not raining right now, so Zach's out there getting the water out. We're gonna get rain all day long.
Wow, we just got some gusts coming up now. There's been a bunch of boats underway back there. I think a lot of people in the back of the anchorage have drugged from time to time and had to reset their anchors. Hopefully we will not be one of them before this all ends, which I think the wind may go on most of the day. Hard to tell. This is definitely worse wind than the storm that we had, wow, last year when we were here, where basically nothing happened. This is some pretty heavy wind. You can see spray just flying off the waves. Wow. Glad I went and pumped out the dinghy a little bit ago. Well, we're heeled over. Man, it's legit weather. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and although it's still cloudy, the winds are finally back to below normal, and yeah, things have calmed down. So we're just chilling out on the boat. We didn't go to shore all day yesterday. Doesn't look like we will today, so I'll probably be about ready to get off the boat before too long. But here we are. Quite a bit of a difference from the last clip, I'm sure. relative to that bad weather. How's it going down here, Lindy?
Good.
You trying to get some sleep?
A little bit.
Some rest anyways?
I'm reading. But yeah, I got my sleep mask here in case I get serious about a nap.
Yeah, we stayed up pretty late last night watching the storm, and then that high wind got us up pretty early, so yep. But yeah, it looks comfy down here.
It is.
All right, nice. Looks like we weathered the storm. It's the day after the storm, and it's a beautiful day, and we're gonna head around to Sandy Island. Look at this. What a difference a day makes, huh? All right. Yeah, got the engine on and warming up. Raise anchor here in a little bit and just motor around the corner. Sandy Island, one of our favorite places. Here we go, less than 30 minutes around the corner. There goes Terrell Bay. It was a nice protected place for the storm. And just an awesome place to be in general, wouldn't you say, Lindy?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's right around the corner there, and then around another corner, over to Sandy. Kind of clear today. There's Grenada in the distance. Cool. Sandy Island. Union. Abuya. Up in the corner is the main city of Hillsborough.
Apparently, other people had the same idea as us, and we found one empty mooring available at Sandy. It's amazing the difference a day can make in the weather. Lindy expertly grabbed the painter and got us tied up to the mooring.
Remember how at the beginning of the season we were worried that our anchor chain was too rusty? Well, through that storm I started thinking about it more and more, and I've decided to lop off the rustiest part, and we'll leave about 100 foot of chain, which is mostly all we use anyways, plus we've got 200 foot of 8-plate rope after that. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that right now and be done with it. Okay, I've pulled out the old chain. The worst of it's that first 80 feet. I lopped it off right here. That'll all go in the trash. This will be the new end of our chain. Still doesn't look great, but it's a lot better. Some of this was really getting bad. See, it's kind of misshapen there. Really rusty. Yeah, so I'll get that put back in. We'll throw the old chain away. Or give it to somebody that might want to use some old chain. We'll see. But I think this chain's fine, and then we'll get all new chain at the beginning of next season. I didn't want to get all new chain now and just use it for 2 months, so yep. All right, let's get it finished, and then maybe head over to Sandy. Looks nice. What's better to celebrate being done with a chore than bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches? Very exciting. Okay, that's gonna give me plenty of energy to do nothing the rest of the day. All right.
Had one heck of a week, ready to drop it all. Been busted knuckles, then I can't recall. Just wanna throw it all away, ignore my troubles today. Do lots of nothing now, what do you say? Follow me across the sea to a sliver of land. Only things we'll find there are palm trees and sand. What you don't bring to the shore, find you won't need anymore. Forget the world for a while, we swore. And go spend all day in a hammock on Sandy Island, right beneath the shade of a coconut tree. Cast away on Hillsborough Bay.
Kind of where the bay opens up, or on our. Got some wind we've let it really go from moving, we'll go.
It's hard to keep